the psychotic dribble. I've reflected a lot lately. Well, we'll start with in the shop. You know, I've been working the 2 helpers. I've been working them about 15 hours a week. Not for want of work. We've got work. I am cursed with my own poor decisions in the past, and I have some unicorns there. So they suck up money. They're not giving anything to us yet. I'm down to the end of them where I got one that's not gonna give me anything really. I mean, it's gonna wipe red off the ledger. That one, it's gonna wipe the red off the ledger, but that's about it. And I'm good with that. I've made my mistakes, and I'm taking and making right. And that's where I want to get is people get paralyzed by fear, by the unknown. They spend time wallowing in their own self-pity about errors they've made, the person they might have been at one point. You can't spend your time looking backwards and move forwards. How's that? That's what I've got. So I've taken a lot of time lately with my eyes set firmly on where I'm going, because I've sat down and I've got really good counsel. I've got a good friend of mine. He rents a spot where he parks his bus, and he works on his bus there, and he's got access to the shop. He's retired, and the old boy's been through the mixer his whole life, so he's got a lot of life experience to share, and he's building a bus to travel in. That's his end goal. I'll be gleeful the day he says, well, she's ready, I'm hitting the road. But I'll also be very, very sad, selfishly so. But sitting there and talking with my buddy Jerry, as I frequently do in the evenings, either my morning coffee or my evening shutdown, we sit and chat. And it depends on where his daily schedule is. His schedule gets weird because he's retired. He's got no responsibilities to show up somewhere, so he doesn't. I've come a long ways. I've come a really long ways in almost 4.5 years. It was the last year that I've really put the pedal to the wood, really made a difference, made it into a shop. Before then, I called it a shop, but it was an expensive hobby. It was a hellish learning curve. It was a lot of battle. I liked it. I soaked up that struggle, but then I got tired and I got hurt, and that's got to end. So I'm ending it. I'm going to move forward and make this shop exactly what it's supposed to be. I'm not going to look back. I'm not going to regret. I'm not gonna feel sorry for myself. There's no profit in it. I've done more projects, shoved more projects out of my shop's namesake last year than I did the 3 prior. I found out what works and doesn't work for me. I found out the most interesting one, I found out I'm not competing with anybody but myself. And when you're competing with yourself and you lose, you're a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. And never be afraid to command what you want out of the project. And don't be afraid to watch them leave. You're not going to please everybody. Impossible. But you need to pick and choose who it is you please. And make sure that there's profit there. And I didn't. I'm not a fiscally selfish person in that regard, which is stupid because it's not selfishness, it's responsibility to my team and their families, my family, my customers, my property owner, the guy I rent the building from. The responsibilities, and those responsibilities amount to money. Raw, cold, hard fucking cash. If you don't make it, you can't pay it. You can't pay it, what are you doing there? I've had a lot of time to think lately. I've got a lot of good stuff done. I'm in the shop, I'm reorganizing, and I should say organizing, there's no re to it. Organizing, working out shop flow. I had to move stuff around. The area I wanted to do body work and all that shit in, I can't, because the other parts of the building smell like Bondo and people complain, or one neighbor is uber sensitive to smells. He gets migraines. So I've moved my shop around a little. Really interrupts flow in a bad way, but it's life. You play the hand you're dealt and you move on. You do what you can with what you've got. And that's where I'm at. That's what we're doing. That's what we're moving forward to. I can make money welding. I can make a situation to make money restoring old cars, muscle cars alike. I can't make money doing car lot work or collision. Collision work, I haven't the skill sets. I haven't the information I need. It's a different game. It's a different gig. If you think you're gonna pull on a bunch of collisions without any real formal training and a frame rack and a computer with subscriptions, you're setting yourself up for a fucking manslaughter charge. I stay with old stuff because it's what I know. I know how to fix it well and properly. That's a week in a nutshell, isn't it? Fuck, that's the last 4.5 years in a nutshell. I'm hoping, I'm going to be making some bold moves this year. I'm going to make bold moves this year and set myself up in a position where I have in my head this ideal in the next 1.5 to 2 years to make one more move with the shop, one more physical address move for the shop. This place I knew when I moved there was temporary. I didn't know how temporary, but I knew it was temporary. And it's come to my understanding I'm going to have to move. And the sooner the better. And the sooner is probably going to be a year, 1.5 years. I seem to be dead come into May till the beginning of August, so I hope not this in 2016 May move, but 2017 move. I don't know what team I'm going to have around me, if any. I don't know what projects I'll be working on. I know I'm not going to be working on any of them that are in there now. I've had some that long, but they won't be there then. We're going to move them out. I'm going to get all the red out of my ledger this year and set myself up properly so I can do what I want to do with authority. There's a fine line between commanding respect and just being a dick. And I cross that line occasionally. But I refuse to grovel. I refuse to beg. And I have before. There's no way for a man to live. No way for any human being to live. So, I guess as long as the world doesn't fall apart, I got a plan. We're sticking to it. We're moving forward. I I see things through a different lens, and something happened in the last 6 months that changed how I viewed what's going on. And it was an important change. It needed to happen. A change needed to happen or I was going to close shop. And I involved with me a partner. My last thing before I leave. And, you know, basically when he walked away, I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm not anything. It's a fact. Basically walked away, leaving me, you know, taking $7 grand of unearned income with him. Because it was projects that had money that overhead ate up, materials, wages ate up. So instead of shouldering my half, I need to shoulder my half and his half, holding the bag. And I've got customers that are unhappy because things have been there a long time, and I understand that. That's my problem. But I could have taken the easy way out, and everybody would have got fucked. Me, the customers, the landlord, my kids, everybody would have got fucked. And I had to make that decision 1 year ago. Do I plow forward and make this work and clear the red from the ledger? And at that point I had no idea how to do it. I didn't know where I was going to go, how I was going to make it happen, and I did. And then I'm here now, you know. I just, one foot in front of the other, kept plodding forward. I could have quit, hung up my spurs, and walked the fuck away. And as a matter of fact, been no worse for wear for it. I could have put myself in a better fiscal situation, but I had responsibilities. In my eyes, I made the worst of the bad decisions available. It was a bad decision, but it was the right call. And I'm happy I did. And I'm happy you're all here. I'm going to check out. We'll chat soon. Thank you so much, folks. I love the insight. Even the guys that come in and make fun of some of my bad videos, my stupid videos. I got some really bad ones out there. And, I leave them because it's a marker of my growth. I've got a video out there of me dodering around with a porta power. I'd never used one. Fuck, I hope I don't hurt nothing. And honestly, most of my videos are half-hearted at best. It's been a great run, and I look forward to continuing this great run. Man, I've got a good life. I've got a blessed life. I'm blessed to have all of you out there in my life, my family, my crew. I'm going to haul in what wood I got split, and I'm going to go to work with my son. Doesn't get any better. I'll talk to you soon.